cop pulled me over and said, "We've been looking for you since 5 years." I was never missing. I was driving home from work when the lights flashed behind me. I pulled over thinking maybe my taillight was out or I'd accidentally rolled through a stop sign. The officer walked up slowly, hand on his weapon, which seemed excessive for a traffic stop. He tapped on my window, and when I rolled it down, his face went completely white. "Vanessa Clark?" His voice was shaking. I nodded, confused. He immediately called for backup and told me to step out of the vehicle with my hands visible. 3 more squad cars showed up within minutes. One of the officers kept staring at me like I was a ghost. "We've been looking for you since 2019. Your family reported you missing. There's an active case. How are you here right now?" I laughed because this had to be some kind of mistake. "I've never been missing. I've been working at the same hospital for 6 years. I have an apartment. I pay taxes. You can check everything." They brought me to the station and sat me in an interrogation room. A detective came in with a thick file and spread photos across the table. Missing person posters with my face. News articles about my disappearance. A timeline of the investigation. My hands started shaking. The detective pointed to a date. March 8th, 2019. "Your husband reported you missing after you didn't come home from your nursing shift. Your car was found abandoned at a rest stop 80 miles outside the city. Blood on the driver's seat. Your purse, phone, and wedding ring were inside. We suspected foul play." I stared at the photos trying to make sense of any of it. "I've never been married. I've never worked as a nurse. I'm a medical records clerk, and I've definitely never disappeared." The detective leaned back. "Then who the hell have we been looking for?" They pulled up the missing persons report on the computer, and I watched my entire life unfold wrong. According to their files, Vanessa Clark was married to a man named Derek Paulson. She had a nursing degree from a university I'd never attended. She lived at an address I'd never heard of. The detective showed me a wedding photo and my stomach turned. It was my face. My exact face. Standing next to a man I'd never seen before in a wedding dress I'd never worn. "This is photoshopped. It has to be." But the detective zoomed in on the metadata. The photo was real. Taken in 2016. I was scrolling through more files when something caught my eye. A police report from 2018, 1 year before I supposedly went missing. Someone had called about a domestic disturbance at that address. The responding officers noted visible bruising on Vanessa Clark's arms, but she refused to press charges. My blood went cold. They brought in the husband for questioning, and I watched through the one-way glass. Derek Paulson was in his late 30s, wearing an expensive suit, and he kept checking his watch like this was an inconvenience. When they told him they'd found me, his reaction was all wrong. No relief, no tears, just this cold calculation in his eyes. "Where was she?" he asked flatly. The detective said I'd been living normally under my own name for years. Derek's jaw clenched. "That's impossible. She wouldn't just leave me." The way he said it sounded more like a threat than confusion. They asked him about the domestic disturbance call, and he waved it off. That was a misunderstanding. Vanessa was clumsy. She fell a lot. I felt sick. The detective pushed harder, asking about the blood in the car. Derek's expression never changed. "I assumed someone took her, hurt her. I've been devastated for 5 years. They kept me at the station while they dug deeper because nothing made sense. That's when a forensic tech came."
Click the link in my profile to watch the exciting follow-up.